Greetings of the day. Dear teachers, today I will tell you how you can design your exam using Google Forms. So first step is that your device should be signed in with your Google ID. That is your Gmail ID. Generally, all the Android phones are logged in with your Google ID, but still you can check it by clicking on Google and checking whether your device is signed in or not. As you can see, mine is signed in. The next step is you have to open your web browser. Now in the web browser you will type forms.google.com. Now once you will click on it, a new untitled form will load. Now here you have to type the name of the form first. For typing the name, you can first type the title. Whatever exam you are preparing, you should give a sensible name to it. Like suppose I am preparing 7th English, so I should give the name accordingly. As you can see, I have given the title to the form. When you will click on this untitled form now, the same will become the name of the form. So after doing this, you will start making your exam. So first step in making the exam is you have to convert this form into exam. So for that you will go to settings, and then here you will find 3 tabs: general, presentation and quizzes. You will go to quizzes and you will make this on. So this Google form will be converted into quiz by putting this on the on mode. Now you can also see the other options that you will click. Since we don't want to tell the marks immediately to the students, so we will click on later after manual review. Then we don't want to show the incorrect answers or missed answers to the students, so we will uncheck this. Only we will check the point values. With this, the student will be able to see that which question is of how many marks. Similarly, you will see the presentation tab also. Here you will check only show progress bar. Then shuffle question order, please don't do it. Otherwise, wherever you are asking the name of the student, that will also get shuffled. So don't do this. And show link to submit another response. Uncheck this also, because if they see submit another response after clicking, they will definitely try one more attempt. Then in the third tab, general tab, uncheck collect email address. Rest everything will be unchecked. Edit after submit, no. See summary charts, no. Limit to one response, no. Because if we click on limit to one response, it will again create a problem if the students have not logged in their phones with their Gmail ID. So after doing all these settings, you will click on check them once again, and then you will click on save button. So these are the basic settings that you are supposed to do in the beginning itself. Now there are different types of questions that you can add to your Google form. So here you can see the first question, untitled question, is there. Now you will click on it. Now suppose you want to add one MCQ over here. Okay. Now since it is an English exam, so it can be divided into various sections also, like grammar section, then literature section, then writing section. So first of all, I will tell you how you can create these sections. So for creating these sections, you will click on this button on the right hand side. I will show you. This button, which you can see at the bottom most on the right hand side, that is the button which is for creating the sections. So when I will click on it, you can see my paper is divided into 2 sections. Section 1 of 2, section 2 of 2. Now suppose you want to make the grammar section first. So you can write grammar section. Now in the grammar section, you will give all the questions related to grammar. Now this is the first question. Suppose I want to give a question of models. So I will write, suppose I write a question over here. I will complete my work. And then I'm writing identify the model. Okay, now we can give different types of question. First one I'm giving as MCQ. We have other options also like short answer, paragraph, check boxes, drop down, file upload, linear scale, multiple choice grid, tick box. So these are various types of questions. So first of all I'm telling you about multiple choice question. So multiple choice may, now we will give the option 1. Suppose I'm giving I. Then option 2, complete. Then option 3, will. And option 4 as work. So I've given 4 options. Now since we are creating the quiz, side by side we will also keep on giving the correct answers. So for that we will click on this button and we will tell the correct answer. That will is the correct answer. And we will also give the points. कितने points का है हमारा question, that also we will give at the same time. So I have given here it is 1 point question. Correct answer is will. And after this I will click on done. And once I have done this, I will also make it a required question so that a student cannot skip it. He has to perform it and then he will continue. Right? So this is how I have created a multiple choice question. Now what I can do, one more thing that I can do is, first section, like see here you can see grammar section. So I will move it, move section, reorder I am doing section. Now I will bring the second section up and grammar section down. Now once I have saved it, now here I can write, first section can be given the name as your details. Now in this I can add a question. Now on clicking on this plus sign, a new question is added over here. Now here I will write the enter your name, right? And I will make it a short answer where student will write the name. And also I will make it a required one so that students do not skip writing his name. And since it is just for taking the name of the student, so we will not give any marks to this question. Now we will add one more question over here and then we will write choose your class. Now once I have written choose your class, let it be multiple choice or I can also take it as drop down. Now I will write my classes myself. जितने भी sections हैं that I will mention myself so that when student has to fill it, then he may create a problem. Sometimes he write class but do not write section. Sometimes he skip writing the class. So to avoid all these things, we can provide the ready-made options to the students and we can make it a compulsory question so that the student do not skip it. So I have given 4 options over here and I have made it a required field. So you can very well see now the first section is your details where we are asking the student to enter his name and class, right? Then the second section is grammar section where I have given one MCQ, right? So after doing this, we can always see the preview in between. बीच में हम preview भी देख सकते हैं. We will click here preview. It will show that how my form will look. In between I can check it. So here you can see it is coming as a first section, enter your name, where we can enter our name, then choose your class. So after doing this, then only the next section will come because we have divided it into sections. Now you can see the second section is coming now, the grammar section. Right now it has only one question, but if there are many questions, so all of them will come one after the other. So here the student can choose and move ahead. So I have clicked on the back button and I'm again back to my designing section. So in between we can click on that I sign and see how my form is being designed. So I've added only one question to the grammar section now. Now suppose the next section is the reading section. So I have the third section over here, and then I can give it a name, reading section. Okay. Now here also I can add as many questions as I want. Okay. In the reading section's description, here you can give the unseen passage. The complete unseen passage can be typed over here, or you can copy paste from somewhere else, and then you can give all the related questions from here. Okay. So I'm telling you the other type of question that you can add, like multiple choice I have told you. Then short answer short answer again I will tell you. Then drop down I have told you. Now suppose I want to add a match the following over here. So I will take it as multiple choice grid, and I will write match the following. Now here in the row 1, suppose I am giving as slowly. Then second row I am giving beautiful. Though it is a grammar question, but please adjust. Then third I am giving as chair. Now whatever we want to match it with, those three options I will give over here. Please keep in mind that we don't have to give many match the following together, because they will not fit in one screen, and maybe the student will not scroll and miss it. So I've given adverb, then I'm giving noun, and then I'm giving verb. I will give adjective. So 3 rows and 3 columns I have given for match the following. Then again, for setting the marks, first of all we will tell the correct answers. Slowly is a adverb, so we will click on adverb. Then beautiful is adjective, so we will click on adjective. Chair is a noun, so we will click on noun. So we have told all the 3 correct answers. Then we will give marks. Here I am giving marks, and then we will click on done. So this question is of 3 marks now, and we have set everything, and we will make it a required question. Now again you can see it in the preview. I have opened the preview again. Again it will come section wise. Enter your name, choose your class. See, the student is compelled to choose a class over here, which they generally miss in other tests. Then suppose मैंने click किया will pay, and then I'll click on next. Now student will get it in this form, match the following. Now slowly, now you can see 3 are easily visible on the screen, but if we give more than 3, then they have to scroll left and right. So slowly, it is an adverb, beautiful is an adjective, chair is a noun. So this way student will give all the 3 answers, and then he will finally click on submit button. So I'm again going back. So this way we have designed another section. Here you can see we have 3 sections. The first one was for details of the student. Second one was the grammar section. Third one is the reading section, where here we can give the complete passage, and we can ask the related questions over here. Now the next type of question that we can add is a fill in the blank or a one word question. So for that again we will click on the plus sign. Now we will take it as a short answer. Now on clicking on short answer, we will type the question like, who is the writer of Flames in the Forest? So after this, as we have chosen it as short answer, we will click on this blue tick, and then we will start giving the correct answers. Like the correct answer is Ruskin Bond. But since the students can write only Ruskin, so we will give it as a second correct answer. Or student can write Ruskin in small letters, so this can be the third answer. Student can write Ruskin like this, and then bond in small. So this I have given as fourth option. Then student can write everything in small letters. Sorry, Ruskin Bond. It's autocorrect working over here. So this way I can write all the possible answers that student can give. Then after that I will assign points to it like it is for 1 marks. And then after giving all the possible answers, I will check on this. Mark all other as incorrect. So all these, if student write any one of these, it will be given as 1 point, and mark all others as incorrect. So instead of this, if any other answer is given, that will be marked as incorrect. After that, you will click on done, and then after clicking on done, you will make it a required question. Now as the maths teachers have to add figures to their questions, so that can also be done. Like I am starting a new question, let it be a multiple choice question. So whatever is the question, you can type over here, like choose the correct answer. Then whatever the options you can give here, and if you also want to add an image to it, click on this sign. See it again, you have to click on this sign on the right side of the image. Choose the correct answer, and you can see a small sign over here. Click on this and then browse and give the image to it. So your whatever are your maths figures or any other picture that you want to insert, that should already be saved on your phone. Now whatever picture you wish to insert, you can choose it, and after inserting it, it will take some time to insert, and once it is inserted, it will be added to your question, and below it you can give the options. So in case of maths, it should be a scanned picture of the figure. So these are the various types of questions that you can add. Okay, now I will tell you how you will share the link or how you will create a response sheet. So for creating response sheet, first I am telling you, here you can see there are two tabs. One is questions, other is responses. So you will click on responses. Now here you can see this green button with a plus sign. This is for creating a Excel sheet, means a spreadsheet. So we will click on this. So it is asking whether you want to create a new spreadsheet, and it is also giving a name along with responses written in the bracket. So we will choose the first option and then we will click on create. Okay, so this is how we have created a spreadsheet, a separate spreadsheet where all the responses will be stored. Okay, in the beginning it will be blank, but as soon as responses will start coming, you can find them over here. Okay, now clicking on the back, I'm back to the forms. Now clicking on the question tab. Now how do you share the link of this form with the students? So for that you have to click on this triangular sign at the top. Here you can see these three dots. Next to it you can see this triangular sign. So you will click on this sign. Now how to send it? We can either send it through mail or we can send it as a link. So we will click on this second option, link. Now you will click on this shorten URL. So it will change to a forms.gle and then some extension will be there. So you have to copy this. Okay, and then you have to paste it on WhatsApp to share the form with the students where they can actually fill the answers. Right? So right now I'm cancelling it. I will show you the preview also once, how the paper is coming. See here you can enter your details. You can choose the class. Then next, then you will do the second grammar section. Then next, then you will do the reading section where you can add pictures also. Then you can give MCQs accordingly you can give, and after that it will have a submit button. Otherwise if there is one more section, then you will see the next button. So this way you can divide your paper properly into sections. Like if they are true false, you can create a separate section for it and add 5 true false. If they are fill in the blanks, create a separate section for it and add 5 fill in the blanks. So this way you will be able to design the proper question paper as we used to make physical question papers. Same way divided into different questions and sections, we can design our paper. Now, after this, once you have created this form, how you will access it later on. So for that, I'm quitting it from here. Now for that, I will open my drive. The drive, I will go to my drive. Then I will click here on recent. When we click on recent, you will find both the things over here, your form also and your response sheet also. Let it refresh. So here you can see this green one is the response sheet and this top one is the form. Okay, now suppose you want to share the link of this response sheet. So you will click on these three dots and then you will click on copy link, and then you can share the response sheet with the examination department. But you don't have to share the form like this. For sharing the form with the students, you have to open it and you have to use this triangular sign only. And then you will click on link, then shorten URL and then copy. Okay, please take care of this. If you share the link in the other way, then you will actually give the students the form to edit. Okay, so you have to be careful for this. So this is how we can create the form and share the links of the response sheet. Of course, please remember this, that response sheet is to be shared only with examination department, and the link for the form, which is opened like this, is to be shared with the students. I hope the things are clear to you now. Thank you very much.